Alright YouTube, welcome to another episode of my Let's Play Test Drive Number 2 series. This is part 2 of my wrecked cars review, and I'm going to be doing a review today on the Citroen 2CV, the Volkswagen Beetle, the Buggy V8, and the Lancia Stratos Groupe 4. Now let's start out with this, and... Bye Pepsi. This is the slowest car in the game, the Citroen 2CV, and it's got to be one of the worst handling cars in the game. Even though this thing is slow, it'll do a top speed of about 66 miles per hour, then, well, it's still pretty bad at handling. It understeers a lot, it's just ridiculous. But the interesting thing is, this is a convertible, but take a look at the windows. They make a whining sound, but look, they function like wings. Now if you do this, this car will not go any faster, but it'll just look really, really weird. Look at this understeer. I mean, this is just ridiculous. For a car like this, it's just ridiculous to have this much understeer. Very weird car. I don't really understand it. Here's the interior view, obstructed by the windshield wipers. And as you can see, I'm doing 66 miles per hour, and I'm already getting bored. Still getting bored. And now I'm bored to death. So yeah, let's leave this car and let's go take the second slowest car, the Beetle. That's what me and my friends did as a joke one time. We got 4 Beetles and we we thought of a joke, the Beatles. That was actually kind of funny. Acceleration is terrible, top speed is terrible, but it's actually a little bit faster than the Citroen 2CV. It'll do 80 miles per hour instead of 66, which is actually pretty good for a car like this. And those cars are both C4 cars, but I don't know why you would want to use this as in the C4 rates. This thing is terrible. It's slow. Both of them are slow, as you know what. And you know, since this car is just as slow as that one, I'm not even going to bother going all the way around. I'm just going to go to that curve and stop. Because I've told you enough. The handling, same goes for the handling with this. Very understeering. You don't want to hit him. See, very bad understeer. It still looks cool. It's a cool car. It's basically as a Porsche, a very, very, very old Porsche. So now let's take some cars that I will not be bored of. Well, let's take one car, then I'll take the other car, the Buggy V8. This is definitely going to be more exciting than those other two cars. This thing does not have a startup sequence, and this is by far the best off-roading car in the game. I'm not kidding you. This car is well worth getting. It goes off-road, it goes on-road, it'll go on the sand, it'll do pretty much everything. And look at the suspension on this thing. This thing has got open wheels. The problem I have with these open wheels is that you can easily hook into things like telephone poles or trees or whatever. But it looks cool. As you can see, the wheels are really, really wide apart, and then they're open, so you can hook into things. And this is a great car. Here's the interior. Top speed is 146 miles per hour, as far as I remember. Let's see. Yeah, 146, which is pretty good. Now I'm going to stop. This thing stops on a dime as well, but not without making weird tire noises. So let's go and take the last car, which has got to be the coolest car, the coolest wrecked car in the game, and that is the Lancia Stratos Groupe 4. It's got 100% braking, which is actually quite rare to find on the wrecked cars. But this is a rally car, by the way, so but I highly don't recommend taking this thing off-road, because you have to be really a pro to do this, to drive this thing off-road. It's got rear-wheel drive, and it's a rally car. That's a terrible combination, in my opinion. Front is pretty cool, but the rally lights are covered up. That would have been nice to have the rally lights actually work. Car sounds cool, and it's a Lancia, so it's a good car. And there's not a lot of these cars in the world, by the way. They're very rare to find. This thing... The problem I have with this off-roading car is that if you take it off-road, it does go off-road for a little bit of a while, but if you crash into a tree or whatever, or go over a jump and turn, this thing will start spinning out like crazy. It's pretty bad. But I will give it this. This is a cool car. This is a cool car to drive on the road. Braking is fantastic. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.